an important night. Tonight is an important night because tonight is the night that could actually make you a multi-millionaire. Oh, I'm going to get into the details of it, but I want to say hi to everybody who's jumping on. Tonight might actually be the night that turns your life into what it was that you expected it to be and makes you millions and millions of dollars. And I'm going to walk you through the process of how you do it tonight. I want to say hi to Corky, Brian Bartlett. Nice to see you, man. I think that's Quade Murphy. Good to see you, Quade Murphy. My buddy Derek Godwin jumped on. Love to see Derek. Awesome dude. Rico, good to see you, man. Will Murphy jumped on. Marcel jumped on. Rob jumped on. Mario jumped on. Awesome to see you guys. Of course, Jimbo Carroll took the time to jump on. I appreciate that. Benjamin, good to see you too. I appreciate all you guys jumping on. Likes, shares, waves, subscribes to Matt Monero YouTube. Love all of that stuff, and I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for everybody taking a few minutes. You guys realize that we only have 1 week left of these lives. On February 1st, I move over to the commercial fleet financing social media platforms, and I'm going to be doing nightly lives to benefit our clients over at Commercial Fleet. So I'll be off of these. We only have 1 week to go, and I think it's important for me to give you an incredible breakdown of value tonight. I'm going to put a deal together for everybody, for those of you who really want to put your money where your mouth is and really move to this next level of success. I'm going to lay it out for you tonight, and I'm going to give you a deal here in a minute that you probably would be stupid to pass up. Let me get to my point tonight. How do you know where you are? How do you know who you are? How do you know what you're good at? How do you know what you might be good at? How do you know that, right? Isn't that the ultimate question? Shit, I wish somebody early on in my career took me aside, whether it was a dad, whether it was an uncle, whether it was a coach, whether it was a friend of mine's dad, hell, anybody who would have taken me aside earlier in my career and said, you know what, Monero? You got some skill sets. Kendra Beerley, good to see you too. Mike and Dan and Tommy, great to see you guys. And somebody would have said, you know what, Monero, you got some skills, man. You're a good communicator. You ought to go into sales. Nobody ever told me that. Maybe they said, you know, Monero, people like to follow you, Monero. You ought to go into a role of leadership. You know, Monero, you ought to go into the Navy. You know what, Monero? You're not very good at much, so you ought to go do something else. Nobody gave me that piece of advice, that assistance. And therefore, for most of my early career, that includes all of my 20s and half of my 30s, I did not know what my primary skill set was, what my superpower was, what I was damn good at. And I want to help you with this tonight, because if you can get this right early in your career, you can turn yourself into a multi-millionaire. And that should be your goal. Trust me when I tell you this. Hell, I wouldn't have written a book about it if I thought that you should be a $100,000 heir or a $10,000 heir. Dude, you need millions of dollars to get financial freedom, to get your lifestyle by design. You need bucks. My takeaway for tonight is, how do you figure all this stuff out? And my answer is, you test. You go and take tests. You take personality tests. You take career development tests. You take leadership tests. You test out. And listen, I sucked at school. I went to cooking school for college, for God's sake. So I'm not about tests. But when it comes to my money and my success and self-actualization of figuring out exactly who I am and what I'm damn good at, I sure as hell wish somebody had given me direction, pointed me in the direction that I'm pointing you in tonight, and helped me test out to figure out what I was great at. So I'm gonna put a deal together for you guys, an unbelievable deal, and I'm gonna force you to pony up. You're going to have to pay up to get this deal. So let me get started on the deal so you understand it. And I'm going to go through the details for you. You're going to have to buy a ticket to the BFS Summit. You go to bfssummit.com and you buy a ticket to my event with my partner, Rick Sapio, February 22, 23, and 24 in Dallas, Texas. It's our Transformation Now, our roadmap to radical results, which is part of my business finishing school. That's the first thing you got to do, but I'm going to make it easy for you. The tickets are $799, and if you use the code, go to bfssummit.com, use the code capital MATT 400, you get $400 off. But I ain't done. Wait, there's more. I'm going to give you a free personality test today. You're going to get your personality test, your predictive index test. I'm giving it to you for free. My company spends thousands of dollars a year to buy the personality test. Nobody at our company works for our company unless you've taken the personality test. You do not get hired by us unless we know your results of the personality test. I want to know exactly who I'm dealing with. And we believe the predictive index test is the best that's out there. And I'm giving it to you if you go ahead and sign up for Business Finishing School tonight. I'm also giving you the link to test your leadership skills, which you can take our test, our Business Finishing School Business Success Index test at getmybsi.com. That's yours free of charge. I'm giving you a copy of the ebook of my book, The Grit, free. You can go to mattmonero.com/grit download. mattmonero.com/grit download. And if you screenshot me the screenshot of your purchase of the BFS ticket, I will autograph You Need More Money, and I will send it to you. It'll go out in tomorrow's mail autographed. So you got to email me at mmonero@cffnationwide.com. mmonero@cffnationwide.com. Megan, if you'd be kind enough and put my email in the thread, that would be awesome. mmonero@cffnationwide.com. So here's my point. You don't know what you're good at. And the reason you don't know what you're good at is because nobody's taking you underneath their wing. Nobody's giving you the guidance that you deserve. Nobody's pointed you in the right direction. Fuck, nobody's even mentored you or given you a head start. I know the fucking feeling. It happened to me in my life until I decided to take control and I searched it out. And I did it through testing myself. What am I good at? What am I naturally good at? What skills do I have? What do I suck at? What am I not good at? So let me give you an idea what the predictive index looks like. For me, by the way, the whole test takes less than 10 minutes. And it's my gift to you free of charge tonight if you buy a ticket to Business Finishing School, bfssummit.com. And I'm also giving you $400 off. Matt, M-A-T-T, all caps, 400 is the code. My predictive index is very unusual. It has an incredibly high A, like off the charts A, like literally off the charts. The thing stops and mine goes further. And all the other skill sets, this patience skill set, my attention to detail, my desire for relationships are on the opposite side of the scale. So if you looked at mine, it is an A that goes all the way over here and a B, C, and D that's completely on the opposite side. It means I'm a bull in a china shop. It's almost impossible for me to work for somebody else. It's kind of set up beautifully for a startup entrepreneur. It's not beautifully set up for a taskmaster, for someone that has a high attention for detail. It's not set up for someone who is going to talk about the Cowboy game at the water cooler on Monday morning for a half an hour. It's also not set up for somebody that's going to talk about what are we ordering for lunch. It's a bull in a china shop. It's somebody that's got to constantly, the ball's got to be rolling. Don't you want to know that about yourself? Now, let's reverse that for a second. What if my A was way down and my D, which is the attention to detail component of this exam, this test, was extremely high? You know who I want that guy to be, or gal? I want that to be my accountant or my controller. I want my controller to be amazingly attentive to details. That's a high D. So if you're a great salesperson, but you're working as a bookkeeper or an accountant, the reason you're in that role is because you don't know what your personality is, what your DNA is, what you're naturally set up, because you don't test. And nobody hooked your ass up by telling you how to do it. The appropriate term would be called self-actualization, and most of us don't do anywhere near enough of it. So I'm giving it to you tonight. Now listen to me. If you're in your 20s or you're 25, maybe if you're 16 or 17, or you're 30, or you're 35, or you're 40, or you're 45, and you haven't taken appropriate tests to determine your leadership skills or your DNA of what your personality is, or even how you look at yourself, damn it, shame on you. No wonder the career's not going further. You must test. And I'm giving it to you tonight. So I'm going to go through the deal one more time for just crystal clarity. If you buy a ticket to my business finishing school, bfssummit.com, first off, it's so worth the money. We're going to blow your doors off with Tim Story and Elena Cardone. I'm keynoting. My business partner, Rick Sapio, is keynoting. Rand Stagen, Ivan Meisner. The list goes on and on of who we have, plus 3 massive deep dives on how you will actually take the business finishing school content and put it into place in your business. 3 massive deep dives, maybe 4 even. We might even add a 4th. Networking event, book signing event, sign up, get pictures with Elena and Tim Story and everybody else who's going to be there. If you do that, go to bfssummit.com, use my code MATT, all caps, 400. I'm giving you $400 off of the $799 ticket. I'm going to also give you the free predictive index test so you can test out. And if you do this, it might transform your earning potential. It might prove to you that you're in the wrong platform. It might guide you as to what the right platform is. I'm also going to give you tonight the leadership test at getmybsi.com. Getmybsi.com. Take the leadership test. 3 minutes, you'll have the score of how good of a leader you are in your business. Most people score really poor on that. I'm also going to give you a free copy of my ebook of my book, The Grit. That's at mattmonero.com/grit download. mattmonero.com/grit download. And lastly, I'm going to autograph a copy of You Need More Money, and I'm going to send this bad boy to you free of charge. The only thing you have to do is buy the BFS ticket and screenshot me your checkout at mmonero@cffnationwide.com. mmonero@cffnationwide.com. I cannot stress to you enough how important it is to test out multiple times in your career. Anytime you're at this inflection point, you should test yourself again. And I'm giving it to you free of charge. Most of those things free of charge, but you're going to have to pony up. If you're really serious about getting to your next level of success, if you're really serious about the 23 nights that we've spent together and getting to the next level, your ass has to come to my business finishing school event. You got to pony up a couple $100, and I'm going to enhance all of it with this value. So Megan has been kind enough to put all this sort of stuff in the comments section. Megan, thank you for doing that. That's awesome. Megan is the COO at Business Finishing School. We are so fortunate to have her. She is kicking butt and taking names. Megan, thanks for doing what you're doing tonight. I thank everybody for doing what you're doing. Even if you don't do what I'm telling you to do, which is buy the ticket and come to BFS, I hope you're still getting value from this. You're getting 2 pieces of information. You can get the getmybsi.com test, Get My BSI, that's your leadership, your business success index test. And you can get my ebook, The Grit, mattmonero.com/grit download. Now let's rock on for some questions here right now. You guys can fire up any questions that you want. I want to, again, continue to welcome people who are jumping on. Thank you, guys. Instagram is doing fine. Facebook is light tonight, so shares are greatly appreciated. Likes are always appreciated. Definitely want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Matt Monero on YouTube. Very, very important. I need those subscribers. We need to grow the audience. It's one of the primary reasons why I do this every night is I need to meet more people. I need more people to know about me. So you're getting an unbelievable deal tonight, and I'm going to be perfectly frank with you. Shame on you if you don't take up on it. Shame on you for not dropping a couple $100 to move your success level from here to here. It might even be from here to here, but you've got to move up the food chain, folks. And the way you move up the food chain is you got to invest in yourself. You got to do self-actualization, and you've got to figure out what you're good at, what you're naturally good at, and how good are you right now. And that's what I'm giving to you. I'm giving you the answers that I sure as hell wish somebody gave me when I was earlier on in my career. It probably would have saved me a decade of this nightmare called insecurity, lack of confidence, self-doubt, if I had done that. So let's rock and roll. We're going to questions now. My son Julian on Instagram says, how do you keep the constant money flow? That's a good question, my man. 13-year-old are asking that question. You work your butt off, kid. You get up early, you stay late. You find yourself, you test out to figure out what you're good at first and foremost, and then you put yourself in the right platform. How can you make money doing what you're doing? And then you got to follow somebody else's lead. Who's the number one person in your office? Tuck in underneath them for a year, learn everything they're doing, and then figure out how you can chase them and do what they do, and maybe even eventually beat them. That's how you keep the constant money flow coming in, my little boy. I love you, Juicer. Love you. Let's keep rocking and rolling on questions. Megan is doing a wonderful job, and thank you, Megan, of putting in the requirements for tonight. You need to pony up, and you need to put your money where your mouth is. If you're really serious about getting better, you need to go to bfssummit.com, use my code, all caps, MATT400, and get all the value adds that I've listed tonight. The most important value add is the predictive index test that is yours free of charge. All you got to do is screenshot me your checkout that you paid and you checked out and you're coming to Dallas. Listen, hell, even if you don't come to Dallas, for $399, is what the math is. $799 minus 400 is $399. It's the greatest test you could get for $399. It's the test that might make you millions and millions and millions of dollars because it puts you on a clear path of what the hell you're supposed to be doing. Come on, man. That is the deal. All right, let's keep rocking and rolling. My new friend Samuel says, what does the financing of big rig equipment look like with the new advent of electric 18-wheelers by Tesla coming soon? Great question, Samuel. Dude, I don't care. I don't care whether it runs on gas, diesel, electric, hydrogen. It doesn't matter to me, man. We finance the trucks. So financing of big rigs is always required, and it is irrelevant what type of fuel it runs on. By the way, it don't matter who's driving it either. I don't care if a computer drives the truck. The bottom line is 80% of the freight that's in 80% of the goods that are in your house come on a truck. So whether that truck is run by diesel or it's run by electric or it's driven by a human or it's driven by a drone, it don't matter to me. I'm financing it either way. So those technological advances that are coming, by the way, there will absolutely be electric big rigs, and big rigs will absolutely be autonomous at some point, not 100%, but some of them. It don't matter to me, man. I'll finance them all. Good question, though, my friend. Good question, my friend. Let's keep rocking and rolling on some other. Let's keep rocking and rolling on some other questions here. My man Rico, thank you, Rico. Rico says the PI test is good, but do it for the You Need More Money. It's a life-changing read. My man Rico is so right about that. It is a great book, y'all. And if you have not gone to Amazon and bought this book and spent $15 to get your life to the next level, I just don't know what you're waiting on, folks. Come on, man. My man Bobby flying in from Chicago. Can't wait to see you at BFS, Bobby. That's awesome. Let's fire up more questions, and I'm going to go through the deal one more time. My argument to you tonight, my opinion, my request, I'm begging you, you will improve your life when you test out. The reason you're stuck or that your success has not cranked is because you just don't know what you're great at, what you're naturally good at. And I'm giving you the opportunity to figure that out. I'm giving it to you tonight. All right? Maria says she scribbled all over You Need More Money and taking notes. That's awesome, Maria. Thank you for saying that. So listen, guys, and my buddy Jimbo says he bought the book when it came out. I know he did, and he took a picture of it. He was the first picture on social media to have this book, and I'm always grateful for you and your support, Jim. I appreciate you. So listen, you guys understand my commentary. I know I'm coming right at you, right bang in the face tonight with my opinion, which is shame on you if you don't know through testing what you're great at. Because not only am I giving you the opportunity to test yourself tonight, but you must. It is not a guessing game. It is a requirement that you need data. I have seen so many people, I describe them as this. They're a 1-year trained salesperson with a 20-year sales career. You know the guys I'm talking about, right? That they learned it all in the first year, and all they did was tread water for the next 19 years. They never got better. They never improved their skills. They never learned what they were great at. They never did self-actualization. They never tested themselves. Why? Maybe they were afraid. Maybe they were afraid to get a low grade. By the way, on the getmybsi.com test, your leadership, your business success index, when I first took that test, I scored a 39 on it. And we grade that at Business Finishing School in academic grades, A, B, C, D, F. And I got a 39. That's like F. That's like my high school grades, all right? And the last time I took the test, I scored an 82 on it. It's almost impossible to get in the 90s on it. You would literally have to, there's only 10 questions, by the way, at getmybsi.com, getmybsi.com. That's yours free. It's almost impossible to score in the 90s on it. It would literally mean that you would have to have a 9 on each of the 10 questions, or others with 10, some combination of it. It's very, very difficult. Most people score in the 30s and low 40s the first time they take it. However, for every 10-point increase through learning at Business Finishing School in our content in our program, we see a 50% increase in top line revenue of the business. And that's exactly what happened to me. I was doing 100 million, and I went from a 40 to an 82, and the company went from 100 million to 158 million. It's exactly what happened. Each 10-point increment on the BSI through using Business Finishing School, the company revenue exploded. So I don't know what you're waiting on, y'all. Go to bfssummit.com and jump on it. Okay? So guys, I appreciate everybody being on. You know we only have 1 week to go. Oh my gosh, Mike Ficara says that he's moved up his daughter's birthday party to be able to come to BFS. Dude, you're a rock star, man. That is a guy committed to getting better. I love that. That is awesome. Samuel, I missed your comment there. If you don't mind bringing that back. My friend RJ Grimshaw says, with the new world we are now in, they will go backwards faster without working on themselves every day. BFS is an incredible event. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you, my buddy. Thanks a lot, Kendra. She's telling me that I've changed a lot over the years. I appreciate you very much. Kendra and I have worked together for going on 6 years now, top producer at my company. Amazing. I would say the exact same thing to you. Pilote91 says, Ed Milet and Andy Frisella need to meet you. I'm already very friendly with Ed Milet. In fact, he and I were texting earlier today. Ed Milet is a great dude. I love him. I have yet to meet Andy Frisella, but I have a lot of respect for him. Andy Frisella, just like me, is a real business guy. Started from nothing and built something. I have a lot of respect for him. And I have a lot of respect for Ed Milet. If you guys like Ed Milet, you ought to check out my podcast that I did with Ed Milet. Just type in YouTube, Matt Monero, Ed Milet. It'll immediately pop up. It's got 30 some odd thousand views on it. It's one of our more popular ones. Maria says, I look thinner. Thank you, Maria. Today it was 277. That's down 33 pounds, and I got 33. No, it's I got 12 pounds to go. So I'm down 38 pounds. I got 12 pounds to go. I'm struggling with the math. 38 pounds lost, 12 pounds to go to hit my 50 by 50. The workouts are nasty. They're brutal. So, okay, Matt Monero, I got a question. I'm literally crushing what I do, but I'm going to move forward, but I'd be crazy to leave my primary moneymaker. Would this be for me? I already know the answer. I think you're referencing, would Business Finishing School be for you, Jimbo? And You're right. You do know the answer. Business. If you're in business, you need business finishing school. Period. End of story. It's the simple, greatest content on the planet. You come to our boot camp, we'll expose you to it. We'll teach you at the boot camp. You'll get incredible takeaways and a lot of fun, meet great people. And then, of course, we want you to enroll in the program. There's a monthly program for $229, or you can buy the entire program for $4,788. And if you spend $4,788 on your business, I don't know, you'll probably make $5 million over the next couple of years. Simply the greatest investment you could possibly make. All right. So guys, if we're running out of questions, I'm grateful for everybody. I appreciate everybody being on. We only have 1 week left, gang. That's it. Then we're parting ways. 1 week, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Let's max it out. And I'm going to go through my offer tonight for you guys one more time. You go to bfssummit.com, bfssummit.com. You buy your ticket and you put in my discount code, all caps, MATT 400. You save $4 bills on the event. It's $7.99. We're sold out of our $5.99s. We're sold out of our $6.99s. There's $7.99s. You get 400 off. It's $3.99 for you tonight. You're going to screenshot me your checkout. Prove to me that you bought the ticket. You're going to email it to mmonero@cffnationwide.com. And in return, I'm giving you the following. I'm giving you a link to take your predictive index, your personality test, that if you take the test and figure out who you are, it's probably make you, I don't know, 10 million in your career. Not a bad trade, right? But I'm also going to add, wait, there's more. I'm going to give you the Get My BSI. Go to getmybsi.com, take your leadership test. Unbelievable value, nothing for you. I'm going to give you the ebook of the grit, mattmonero.com/grit download, mattmonero.com/grit download. And I will give you an autographed copy of You Need More Money, and I will autograph this myself and I will send it to you. It's time to put some money up, y'all, to your career. It's time for you to put some money up to get to the next level. Below91 asked another great question. You talked about connections yesterday. How do you maintain your network? You must constantly be bringing value to your network. Constantly bringing value to your network. Remember, rich people, successful people, players can usually get whatever it is that they want. They can go and buy it. They can go and drive it. They can go and fly it. What they can't always get is honest transparency. So one of the things I do is try to find what's the connection. Maybe it's sports, maybe it's children, maybe it's health, maybe it's fitness. But it's rarely business because these dudes are already successful. So if you want to move up the food chain, you must connect with people on a unique level. Not rich guys don't want to talk about business, man. I mean, trust me, it's not what we want to talk about. We want to talk about other stuff. We actually want to talk about the stuff that we're not good at. What do I do with my trainer at 6 a.m. every morning, 6 days a week now? I talk about working out. I talk about how do I eat? How do I drink all this freaking water? A gallon of water a day I got to consume. And I don't want to talk about business. I want to talk about his business, right? All right, y'all. I care about you. I'm interested to see who sends me that screenshot. bfssummit.com. Follow the instructions. Get all the bennies. And BFS alone could make you millions for sure if you follow our content, if you enroll in the program, follow the content. And I promise you, if you get your hands on the predictive index and you learn who you are and what you're good at and what you're supposed to be doing by testing yourself, and I'm giving it to you free with your ticket tonight, I don't know, it's probably worth $10 million over your career. Think about it. If you make 100 grand a year, for every decade that you work, it's $1 million. And say you're going to work 30 decades or 3 decades, 30 years, right? Okay, that's $3 million. What if you make $200,000 a year? That's $2 million a decade. That's $6 million. What if you make 300 G's a year and you did it just on pure grit? You weren't exactly sure what you were great at, but you still created a nice living for yourself. And now through taking the test and BFS, maybe what happens if you 5x'd it and you went from 300 to 500, from 500 to $1 million, from $1 million to $1.5 million? By the way, that's not how it jumps. By the way, it's much greater gaps. Trust me on that. It doesn't go 300 to 350 to 400 to 450. It doesn't. Once you get to 350, it should go to 5. Once you get to 5, it probably cranks to 1 million. And in all frankness, once you get to 1 million, it really cranks up after that. It rarely goes 1 million, 1,000,001. Once you start to get that wheel spinning, you can make massive leaps, and everybody should. Okay. I'm parting ways with y'all. I care about all of you. I'm grateful for you guys jumping on. Megan did a wonderful job of putting the fee in the comment section, all the information that you need. It's time to pony up. It's time to bust out your credit card and take advantage of tonight's offer. Tonight is the best offer I've had, and it's outrageous that you would not take advantage of this offer. If nothing else, the BFS discount, which is incredible content, so much fun, the Get My BSI, the predictive index, and hell, even my little book, The Grit, my 100-page download of The Grit, this book could make you millions, and it should. It's so simple and easy. Just follow what's in this book. And then, of course, this bad boy. All right? So, guys, that's all I got for you tonight. I appreciate you. I'm heading to be with my boys. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you tomorrow night. We have 1 week left together. Peace.